Today was quite eventful politically. Now, Obama's made multiple comments about Trump in the past, has voiced the notion that he doesn't believe what he's doing is right. It makes sense, he's from another party, obviously, but we know how he feels about him, and it's not exactly positive at all. It's the opposite of that. So, he's also, in addition to what I just mentioned, made most of those comments since Trump became a presidential candidate back in June of last year. I'm kind of amazed. It's almost been a year now. Wow. And in regards to that, he was speaking at Rutgers University. Now, let me just also clarify this. At no point while he spoke did he say Trump's name, but it's fairly apparent that he was talking about him. And I'm going to read off what is featured in the CNN article. I saw a little bit of it earlier, but I just want to kind of speak about it. In politics and in life, ignorance is not a virtue. It's not cool to not know what you're talking about. It's not keeping it real or telling it like it is. That's not challenging political correctness. That's just not knowing what you're talking about. And yet we've become confused about this. Now, obviously, the whole political correctness thing has been a big part of Trump's campaign and just his persona since he became a candidate. So I think people can kind of deduce why these comments that the president made would be linked to Trump. It's obvious he's talking about him, and people are I've even heard some people say it's not possible. He must be speaking on someone else, and that's anything but the case. Now, another thing he said, referring to this idiotic Muslim ban that I've had to go back and forth with people and just ultimately have given up hope on them for. He said, isolating or disparaging Muslims, suggesting that they should be treated differently when it comes to entering the country. That is not just a betrayal of our values. That's not just a betrayal of who we are. It would alienate the way communities at home and abroad who are our most important partners in the fight against extremism. So that's another excerpt, and that's kind of where they end basically. You know, there's a sign of, I think, worry that he has now that Trump's become the presumptive nominee. Because if I recall, there was never, these are the first comments he's made, rather, about Trump since that happened. It's kind of been quiet for the most part, and with good reason. It's getting into that whole Clinton-Sanders fiasco on the Democrat side is whatever, and the voters for the GOP still picked him regardless. Now, obviously, he's pivoting toward the general election, and smart strategy, but there's a problem in that a lot of Trump supporters don't like Obama, so they're not going to take this seriously. And with Clinton running this notion that she is the Obama heir apparent, she's furthering the chances of Trump getting elected. It's just that simple. That's why with Sanders, you've seen as much success as he's had, because people want something different. I honestly, I've been told over and over again by the same people who are these big Clinton supporters that things won't change, blah, 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 blah. And Obama, I think, is getting worried about this. I think he is getting concerned that people will notice that she's trying to just be him, except another person and with the same policies. And now he's trying to stop Trump before he gets too big. See, it's really interesting and amazing to me, and it all happened today. I'm amazed by it, and on the campus of a college. I don't know. I didn't think he would do it on a Sunday on a Sunday today. Wow. But thank you for watching and have a good day.